Hello and welcome to our 2-week unit that focuses on the medieval times. Within this unit, mathematics, social studies, and reading will be integrated together to enhance our students' learning while keeping them interested and engaged. We believe that the lessons we have planned for this unit will provide your child with fun and creative techniques in helping them learn about medieval times. We hope they are as excited as us to start this unit and create experiences along the way that they will carry into the future. Throughout this 2-week unit, we will be covering topics such as knights, feudalism, castles, coat of arms, and the Wheel of Fortune. During week 1, we will start off by learning about knights and the battles that people fought in order to become a knight. This will be followed up by reading parts of the interactive story, Life as a Knight, by Rachel Hannell. And the students will create a comic strip depicting the path they chose in becoming a knight. Feudalism will be covered for the rest of the week. We will first focus on the social classes within a feudal society. The class will be split into 2 social classes and read a passage on their assigned class system. They will be expected to construct a word cloud of important concepts within their passage and trade with a classmate with opposing class system in order to analyze their work. To finish off the week, feudalism will be used to cover fractions and percentages. Students will be exposed to examples of how to find a percentage from a fraction. Later, they will partake in an activity where they create their own landscape on grid paper by using percentages of the whole to create different parts of land. We feel like these lessons are appropriate for them to participate in and will keep their interest as we move forward through the unit. Week 2 will consist of learning about castles, the Wheel of Fortune, and then ending with participating in the game shows of Wheel of Fortune and Who Wants to Be a Medieval Millionaire in class for a review of the topics covered in the unit. First, we will take a look at castles in the medieval times and also at castles in present day. Students will be in the computer lab this day reading an interactive informational text online with activities throughout it. This will really help the students engage in what they are reading about castles. Then we will be covering coat of arms and the different designs knights and other people would put on their shields. We will go in depth of what the different colors, designs, and other aspects of the shield mean and have the students create their own coat of arms by using personal beliefs and habits. Next, we will be introducing the students to the idea of how the Wheel of Fortune was created. A math lesson will be incorporated into here by looking at areas of circles and irregular shapes. Lastly, to wrap up the week, as a class and in groups, the students will be playing the game shows of Wheel of Fortune and Who Wants to Be a Medieval Millionaire. Questions and concepts in these game shows will be an excellent way to keep the students interested by partaking in a creative review and being able to relate to the way it is. To wrap up the whole unit and serve as a final project, your child will be a part of our annual Medieval Museum Night on Friday, April 22, 2011. This culminating project has been a success each of the 3 years we have done it. It gives our students the opportunity to tie in all aspects that we covered throughout the unit and create a final product. Medieval Museum Night is a chance for your child to showcase their learning of one aspect they took away from the unit. The directions will be handed out on the first day of the unit, so the students will have the full 2 weeks to complete this assignment. They are to choose one topic that we cover throughout the unit and create some kind of artifact that goes along with it. Also, they are expected to write up a description about their artifact and why they chose to do their project on it. All of these final projects will be showcased in our 7th grade hallway and will serve as a walking gallery to families. More information will be sent home with your child and will require your signature if you plan on attending. Throughout these 2 weeks, students will be given short homework assignments used to further develop their learning about the topics that were covered in class. These assignments will mostly come in the form of a handout or creative activity that they do not finish in class. All work that is taken home from class for homework is due the next day in class. If your child is having problems with some of the homework, do not be pressured into completing it for them. Let them work it out to the best of their ability, and if questions still cannot be answered, students are more than welcome to ask about problems they had the next day in class. On top of the occasional homework assignments, students will have the whole 2 weeks to complete their final project for Medieval Museum Night that I mentioned earlier. We will have all the required materials for our work done in class for this unit. If your child does not have colored pencils, make sure he or she will have access to them during this unit. As for where we may need some help is for the museum night. Like we mentioned before, there will be more information sent home with your child that describes everything. However, If you could think ahead about if you could bring some kind of snack for the museum night, that would help us out tremendously. Other than that, all other materials should be set and help. That about wraps up our podcast. Thank you for your interest and involvement in furthering your child's education. We look forward to getting this remarkable unit underway, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to contact us at dcbmjo@snacksonsnacks.edu.